Hello everyone, I am Subhalakshmi. Welcome all of you to this channel. This is the video of explanation of 20 multiple choice question on the topic of algae. You should join in the Telegram group that is based of Botany so that you can freely attend the quiz in every Sunday. So before we get into the discussion, let's start from a beautiful message. Self-confidence is the first step to success. Definitely, self-confidence is the key to overcoming all failures in life, and it always starts with how we think about it. If I overcome self-doubt, then it will be easier to achieve the goals I have set for myself. Okay? See the first question. Who coined the term algae? Option A. Fritsch, Option B. Iyengar, Option C. Whitaker, Option D. Linnaeus. Here the correct answer is Linnaeus. Linnaeus coined the term algae. Remember, the term algae derived from a Latin word that is alga, which means seaweeds. And we know study of algae is known as phycology or algology. The term phycology is derived from two Greek words, that is phykos and logos. Phykos means alga and logos means to study. So the study of algae is known as phycology, right? And the term algae coined by Carolus Linnaeus. See the other option, that is Fritsch. Fritsch was famous international algologist and he is known as the father of algae, right? Then in option B, that is Iyengar. Iyengar was the student of Fritsch who started the study of algae in Madras University, and he is known as the father of modern algology in India. Then in option C, that is Whitaker, we know that Robert Whitaker proposed the 5 kingdom system of classification, and in option D, that is Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus also proposed the 2 kingdom system of classification, right? And he also coined the term, that is algae. So here the correct answer is option D. Then question number 2, who discovered heterotrichous terrestrial alga Frischella tuberosa? Option A, Fritsch, Option B, Iyengar, Option C, Whitaker, Option D, Linnaeus. The correct answer is Iyengar. M.O.P. Iyengar, who was the student of Fritsch, and his important contribution is the discovery of the terrestrial algae, that is Frischella tuberosa. Okay, and Frischella tuberosa show heterotrichous habit. Why? Due to presence of both erect and prostrate system in their thallus. So here the correct answer is Iyengar, who discovered the heterotrichous terrestrial alga, that is Frischella tuberosa. Then question number 3, trumpet hyphae seen in certain brown algae resemble with option A, tracheids, option B, trachea, option C, sieve tubes, option D, sclerenchymatous fiber. Here the correct answer is sieve tubes. Trumpet hyphae seen in certain brown algae resemble with the sieve tubes. Then question is, what is trumpet hyphae? Okay, trumpet hyphae are long modified cell in some large brown algae that act as food conducting tubes. And what is the function? It generally help in transport of food from the lamina to the holdfast of the algae. And this structure similar to sieve tubes of phloem in vascular plants. We know what is sieve tubes. Sieve tubes are a tubular cell with perforated walls that are a key part of phloem. They are placed end to end to form a passageway that transport food throughout the plant. So as like the sieve tube present in the higher plant, trumpet hyphae act as same function, that is it helps in transport of food from the lamina to the holdfast of the certain brown algae. So here the correct answer is option C. Next question. Generally, how many types of chlorophyll pigments found in algae? Option A 7, option B 2, option 3 10 and option D that is 5. Generally 5 types of chlorophyll pigments found in algae. So here the correct answer is option D. Remember generally 5 types of chlorophyll, that is chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D and chlorophyll E are present in algae. Other than chlorophylls, 20 types of xanthophylls, 5 types of carotenes and 7 types of phycobilins pigment are also present in algae. So here 5 types of chlorophyll pigments found in algae. So here the correct answer is option D. Then question number 5. In which algae stellate chloroplasts are not found? Stellate means star-shaped chloroplast. Option A Porphyra, option B Spacelaria, option C Zygnema, option D Cosmarium. Here the correct answer is option B, that is Spacelaria, in which stellate chloroplasts are not found, but in Porphyra, in Zygnema and in Cosmarium stellate chloroplasts are found. Here you can see that this is Spacelaria. It is a genus of brown algae, right? And their cells contain discoid type of chloroplast, not stellate, okay? Or stellate means the star-shaped. Star-shaped chloroplast is not present in Spacelaria, but here discoid type of chloroplast are present. And this is Porphyra. Porphyra, we know it is a red algae and one of the main edible seaweed also, and it contains relatively high amount of proteins, carbohydrates and micronutrients. In the cells of Porphyra, stellate or star-shaped chloroplasts are generally present. And this is the picture of Zygnema. Zygnema is a genus of freshwater unbranched filamentous thalloid alga, and each cell contains 2 green star-shaped chloroplasts as you see in this slide. And it is Cosmarium. Cosmarium is large genus of desmids. Desmids means a group of green algae, and it is present under the order Zygnema right? And here also stellate or star-shaped chloroplasts are found. In algae, we know there are different type of chloroplasts are seen. For example, spiral-shaped chloroplast present in Spirogyra. See this slide, this is the picture of Spirogyra in which spiral-shaped chloroplasts are present, right? Then cup-shaped chloroplast present in Chlamydomonas and in Volvox. This is Chlamydomonas in which cup-shaped chloroplast is present, right? Then in Vaucheria and in Cara, discoid type of chloroplast present, and in Eulothrix, griddle-shaped chloroplast is present. This is the picture of Eulothrix, and in Eulothrix, griddle-shaped chloroplast present. Then reticulate type of chloroplast present in Odogonium and in Hydrodictyon. And last one, that is the stellate or star-shaped chloroplast present in Zygnema and also in Cosmarium and in Porphyra. Also stellate or star-shaped chloroplast are found, right? So according to the question, in Spacelaria, stellate or star-shaped chloroplast are generally not present. In Spacelaria, discoid type of chloroplast generally present. Then question number 6. Motile reproductive spore are absent in option A Bacillariophyta and Chrysophyta, option B Cyanophyta and Rhodophyta, option C Chlorophyta and Xanthophyta, option D found in all. Remember, here the correct answer is option B, that is Cyanophyta and Rhodophyta. Cyanophyta means the blue-green algae and the Rhodophyta means the red algae. So in the blue-green algae and in the red algae, generally motile reproductive spore are not present. So here the correct answer is option B. Then question number 7. In which pyrenoids generally absent? Option A Anthocerus, option B Silaginella, option C Chlamydomonas, option D Vaucheria. Here the correct answer is option D, that is Vaucheria, in which pyrenoids generally absent, right? So Vaucheria is the member of Xanthophyceae, in which chlorophyll A, chlorophyll E, beta carotene, xanthophylls are present. And here oil is the important reserve food material and pyrenoids are generally absent. So here the correct answer is option D. And it is Anthocerus. Anthocerus is a bryophyte, right? And it is also called horn rot. And the thallus of Anthocerus contains lens-shaped discoid chloroplast, and each chloroplast encloses pyrenoids, which is the characteristic feature of the class Anthoceratopsida of Bryophyta, right? Then in option B, that is Silaginella. Silaginella, we know that it is a pteridophyta and it has pyrenoid-like body in its chloroplast. Okay, and option C, that is Chlamydomonas, in which also pyrenoid are present. Okay, so but in Vaucheria, that is the algae in which pyrenoids are generally absent. Then question number 8. Floridian starch is reserved food of option A Rhodophyceae, option B Phaeophyceae, option C Chlorophyceae, option D Bacillariophyceae. The correct answer is option A, that is Rhodophyceae, in which Floridian starch is the reserved food material. And remember, in Phaeophyceae, reserved food materials are generally mannitol or laminarian starch. And in the Chlorophycean member, starch is the reserved food material. In Bacillariophyceae, oil or fat are present as a reserved food material. So here the Floridian starch is the reserved food material of the Rhodophycean member. Then question number 9. Colorepa is an example of brown algae, golden algae, green algae, red algae. The correct answer is green algae. Remember, Colorepa is a green algae and it is commonly known as sea grapes. It is rich in fiber, proteins, minerals, and it also has antibacterial and antioxidant properties. So here the correct answer is option C. Colorepa is an example of green algae. Then question number 10. Pyrenoids are option A protein surrounded by oil droplet, option B protein surrounded by starch grain, option C starch surrounded by oil droplet, option D starch surrounded by protein. We know it is very simple question. So pyrenoids are protein surrounded by the starch. So here the correct answer is option B. Then question number 11. Teseco-tosi, an anti-helmintic drugs in South China prepared from a red algae. Option A Lithothamnion, option B Gigartina stellata, option C Codium intricatum, option D Dygenia simplex. The correct answer is option D, that is Dygenia simplex. Here this is the picture of Dygenia simplex, from which Teseco-tosi, an anti-helmintic drugs, is prepared in the South China. Okay, so it is a red algae and it contains a variety of phytochemicals with unique bioactivities. Polysaccharides extracted from Dygenia simplex have anti-inflammatory activities and it is a source of agar, kyanic and allokynic acids also, right? So here the correct answer is option D, that is Dygenia simplex. Then see the other option, that is Lithothamnion. Okay, it is a red algae and due to presence of calcium, magnesium and with other trace minerals, it is used in various products in Europe, Asia, Australia. Okay, and it is Gigartina stellata. It is also a red algae and it is used in cosmetics and skin care product for its hydrating and skin protecting properties. Okay, and this is Codium intricatum. It is a marine green algae. It has also a variety of medicinal properties like antifungal, antiviral and antibacterial properties. But here the correct answer is option D, that is Dygenia simplex, from which the anti-helmintic drugs will be prepared. Then question number 12, which is a cynocytic red algae? Option A Porphyra, option B Gryphaceae, option C Vaucheria, option D Dunaliella. So here the correct answer is Gryphaceae. Gryphaceae is a red algae in which cynocytic condition is present. What is cynocytic cell? We know in which a cell the number of nuclei are more than one. This condition is called cynocytic. Okay, and in Gryphaceae, in the cell of Gryphaceae, cynocytic conditions are present. Here the Porphyra, it is also a red algae, but here cynocytic condition is not present. Then in Vaucheria, Vaucheria is a Xanthophycean member, and in Vaucheria also cynocytic condition is present, but it is not a red algae. Okay. Then in the option D, that is Dunaliella. Remember, this is the picture of Dunaliella. Dunaliella are generally notable in hypersaline environment. So, it is a halophilic biflagellated green algae mainly used for quick sewage disposal. Right? So, here the correct answer is option B, that is Gryphaceae, which is a cynocytic red algae. Then question number 13, correct statement is agar is soluble in cold water. Option B, agar is insoluble in hot water. Option C, agar is soluble only in hot water. Option D, agar is not soluble in any type of water. The correct answer is option C, agar is soluble only in the hot water. What is agar? Agar is a galactose based heterogeneous polysaccharide, and it is composed of agarose and agaropectin polymer, right? Generally in agar 70% of agarose and 30% of agaropectin are present, right? And remember, agar is insoluble in cold water but soluble in hot water. Option A is the agar is soluble in cold water. No, agar is insoluble in cold water. So option A is incorrect. Agar is insoluble in hot water. No, we know that agar is soluble in hot water. So option B also incorrect. But option C, agar is soluble only in the hot water. It is the correct statement, right? Here you should remember another point, that is agar is extracted from certain red algae. For example, Calidium, Gracilaria and Gigartina. So agar is a jelly-like complex polysaccharide stored in the cell wall of these red algae, and it is extracted from the cell wall of these algae, and it is used in various purposes. Then question number 14, cingulum and sulcus types of flagella seen in option A diatoms, option B desmids, option C dendroids, option D dinoflagellates. Here the correct answer is option D, that is dinoflagellates. Here you can see in this picture the two types of flagella are present, that is the transverse flagellum is called cingulum and the longitudinally present flagellum is called sulcus, right? So, in the dinoflagellates, generally two types of flagella are present. Okay. Then question number 15, which alga commonly known as water net? Option A Cara, option B Eulothrix, option C Coracoccus, option D Hydrodictyon. The correct answer is option D, that is Hydrodictyon. This is the picture of Hydrodictyon. Hydrodictyon is the freshwater green algae, and it is consist of the colonies of cylindrical cells, and the cells usually form pentagonal or hexagonal subgroups, right? And cells contain a parietal chloroplast with many small pyrenoids, and it is form a net-like structure. So it is commonly known as water net. And here remember the common name of Cara is stone rot, right? And eulothrix we know that it is non-branching filamentous form of algae, and Corococcus, it is the simplest non-motile unicellular coccoidal algae, right? So correct answer is option D, Hydrodictyon, which is commonly known as the water net. Then question number 16. False branching is found in option A nostoc, option B schitonema, option C euglena, option D eulothrix. The correct answer is schitonema. You can see in this picture, this is the image of schitonema in which false branching thallus is present. And remember, this is stegonema in which truly branched thallus are present. Then question number 17. Dictyota is a green algae, red algae, brown algae. Option D, none of the above. Here the correct answer is option C, that is brown algae. It is the picture of the Dictyota and it is a brown algae. And all brown algae are classified under the class Phaeophyceae, right? Then question number 18. Which algae commonly called water felt? Option A Volvox, option B Spirogyra, option C Sargassum, option D Vaucheria. Remember, the common name of Vaucheria is water felt. Vaucheria is a cynocytic algae and present under the class Xanthophyceae. So here the correct answer is option D, that is Vaucheria. Then question number 19. Prasinocladus is a green algae in which type of thallus is present? Option A palmelloid, option B heterotrichous, option C synobium, option D dendroid. Remember, in Prasinocladus, dendroid type of thallus generally present. What is dendroid form of thallus? In dendroid form of thallus, the colony looks like a microscopic tree. And in this colony, the number, shape and size of cells are also indefinite. Again, mucilaginous threads is present at the base of each cell. Okay. So it is the form of thallus organization, that is dendroid form of thallus, generally found in the green algae, that is Prasinocladus. And other than Prasinocladus, in Chrysodendron, the thallus organization is also dendroid types. Then see the other option, that is palmelloid. In the palmelloid form of thallus organization, the colony, the number of cell, shape and size is not definite, and the cell remains irregularly aggregated in a common mucilaginous matrix. For example, in Chlamydomonas, temporary phase of palmelloid stage is present, and in Tetraspora, permanent stage of palmelloid type of thallus organization is present, right? Then heterotrichous. Heterotrichous means in which both prostate and erect system are present is called heterotrichous type of thallus organization, and it is most common in Frischella colliocyti, right? Then in Volvox, motile synobium forms of thallus generally present, and in Prasinocladus, dendroid types of thallus are generally present. So here the correct answer is option D. Then last question, the members of which division of algae exhibit bioluminescence? Option A Haptophyta, option B Cryptophyta, option C Dinophyta, option D Chloroarchinophyta. Here the correct answer is Dinophyta. So what is bioluminescence? Bioluminescence means certain organisms they produce a light when they react to a chemical compound. So dinoflagellates are most common type of bioluminescent algae. For example, Noctiluca, and they are classified under the class Dinophyceae, and the unique characters of this algae is that exhibit bioluminescence. So here the correct answer is option C. Okay. So in this video we cover all the 20 questions with their proper explanation, right? So you must join in the Telegram group for freely attend quiz in botany, right?